This is Ollie. Ollie is the most beautiful dog in the whole world. And yes, he is my dog. And I am not wrong because yes. But Ollie has a problem. He is a white dog with food sensitivities, environmental allergies. We live in an area full of vineyards and pollen-producing plants. So yeah, perfect place to live with allergies. So obviously, Ollie has been on many different types of food during his life and gets monthly injections to help maintain his skin health. So if you're watching this video, I'm guessing you also have an itchy and sensitive doggy, and I want you to follow along on our entire journey and implement all the tips, the tricks, the knowledge and advice that I will provide, and I'll be using my very own bestest boy on this journey. Let's backtrack and start with some history. Ollie has been on Heal's Derm Defense or Derm Complete, which are both veterinary prescription diets, his entire life. And he gets fed almost zero snacks or table scraps, unless there's something that his gut and his skin really can support, which we've kind of figured out by trial and elimination. Recently, we transitioned to this food from Ultimate Canine Nutrition, this one, and it was sponsored to us. So we wanted to kind of see maybe if it works better for Ollie's skin. We used an entire 18-kilogram bag, took us approximately 2 months. And I would say it worked very similar to how the Heals was working. No better, but not really worse. So this food will be our starting point for this journey. But during this adventure, we're going to be transitioning Ollie onto this food by Origin, their whole prey diet. And it is probably the most exclusive dried food or kibble in South Africa. Because we're going to try to sort out Ollie's skin issue, or at least try to keep him as healthy and itch-free as possible without the use of medications. During this time that we'll be feeding him, we're going to try to see if this specific food works better than any other food. So Ollie won't be fed any sort of table treats, scraps, or any sort of things outside of his diet, or have anything outside of his regular kibble. When it comes to supplementation, the only supplement we really gave Ollie was a good quality omega-3 supplement. This one by Vets to Pets here in South Africa. And just to make sure that he kind of got enough good quality omega-3s for his skin issue, which has been shown in literature to be a very good anti-inflammatory, and it can aid in inflammation or allergy-driven reactions in dogs. We have tried other supplements, but nothing really seemed to make much of a difference. And there isn't really any evidence out there to support more natural options such as quercetin, which can actually be found as an extract in apple skins. So during this food trial and the skin monitoring excursion, we won't be giving Ollie any sort of supplement. So we were taking away the omega supplement, because if you think about it, a good nutritional foundation with a good food should be of such high quality and so complete that your pet doesn't need anything else. When it comes to exposure and lifestyle, Ollie will be walked every day, or at least as often as we can and our jobs allow, in an open field where he does get exposed to sunshine, grasses, types of trees, shrubs, pollens. But again, I think that feeds back into the idea that a good quality diet should be able to keep the skin in optimal functionality and prevent the itching from happening in the first place, or at least keep the skin healthy and at an absolute minimum, the itchiness that is. Historically, Ollie was also on medications, the specific one by the name of Cytopoint, which is an injectable medication that is called targeted treatment for skin allergies in dogs. But for the purposes of this journey and experiment, Ollie has been taken off of his Cytopoint and won't be restarted unless he really isn't doing well, the food isn't working well enough, or the itchiness becomes unbearable and starts affecting his quality of life. I won't let Ollie be uncomfortable or suffer just for the purposes of a video. Don't worry. So because Ollie was on a different diet, he's starting on this new one. And this is the best way that I've had success with transitioning a patient from one food to the next. Remember, we're trying to avoid them from having an aversion to the new food and kind of get accustomed to it over time. I advise starting with 3/4 of the old food and 1/4 of the new food for anywhere from about 3 to 5 days. During that time, you assess the tolerance and you keep an eye out for any sort of flare-ups. Once that's over, you go over to a 50-50 mixture for another 3 to 5 days, still assessing the tolerance. Then to a 75 to 25% ratio, where the majority of the food is the new diet, and then obviously ending on a 100% new food diet. The entire process shouldn't take more than about 7 to 12 days, which is exactly what we're going to be doing with Ollie starting this week. So to sum it all up, no medications for Ollie, no snacks, no table scraps, same lifestyle, no supplementation, and slowly transitioning Ollie from his old food to his new food, assessing his skin and systematic tolerance. So obviously this was only part 1 of this series where I'm going to use one of my own pets to willingly help me show you how a diet can make a massive difference in a pet that has a pre-existing skin issue. And thanks to Origin for sponsoring the food for this experiment. So this is only part 1. Smash that subscribe button and follow along with this whole journey.